maybe have to double. Right now, we double you down and get you to Knoxville. Dari Noka, Dino Gaudio, Vandy in Tennessee.
All right, Anise, thank you very much. Should be a fun one tonight. You are watching the SEC on ESPN. And as Anise said, we are at Thompson Bowling Arena, Knoxville, Tennessee. And it's an all-Tennessee SEC battle on this Super Tuesday. Look at that. Fireworks all around us here. Dino, look out! Dari Noka alongside former ACC head coach Dino Gaudio. You know, let's go back a year. Tennessee starts 1-4 in conference play. They win 9 of 11 and finish strong. This year, 1-4 in conference play. They beat Alabama, though, Saturday. What will it take to have another run like last season?
If we're going to make another run like last year, Trey Golden has to increase his point productivity. Tennessee needs a third scorer to go along with McCray on the perimeter and Jarnell Stokes on the interior. Now, the good news for Tennessee, Kentucky, Florida, and Missouri, the 3 most difficult games down the stretch, all of them at Thompson Bowling Arena.
Take us to tonight's one-on-one as you see it, Coach.
Well, when you're looking one-on-one, we're looking outside, inside. 2 teams that are incredibly diverse with their games. When you look at Vanderbilt, outside three-point shooting, they lead the SEC with 146 three-point attempts, and they lead them in May threes with 50. Now, on the inside for Tennessee, Jarnell Stokes coming off of Saturday's game with Alabama, 15 points, 18 rebounds. Look for Vanderbilt to double him inside tonight.
Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups, brought to you by Jared, the Galleria of Jewelry, and we'll start with Jarnell Stokes and his Volunteers. You see him in the middle, but another guy to keep an eye on is number 4, Armani Moore, 6'5" freshman. He's 6'5", and he leads this team in rebounding. He's rebounding, he's defense, he's everything Konzo Martin preaches. He loves this freshman. How about Vanderbilt? This team lost 88% of their scoring from last season. Guys like John Jenkins, Jeff Taylor, Festus Ezeli gone. It's now in the hands of Kedron Johnson, who's averaging 15 a game to lead this team. These 2 teams have met 181 times. This is meeting 182. They're separated by 181 miles. Nashville to Knoxville is the route Kevin Stallings and Vanderbilt take to get here. You look at Kevin Stallings, a little bit of a difficult year as anticipated with all the production they lost.
Well, when you have young guys like he has, you're finding out how inconsistent you can be, and that's what Vanderbilt is.
So Tennessee takes the opening tip, Dino.
Now Vanderbilt on defense, we're going to watch them double Jarnell Stokes on the interior. They have to take him away. Make somebody else from Tennessee beat you.
And there's Stokes, guarded by James Siaka, making his first career start. Baseline drive, no dump off to Stokes, and the tip in good. He's got 2 points and a rebound, and here we go.
Now, guarding, they doubled him in the post very well, but what they didn't do, he had 18 rebounds on Saturday against Alabama. Offensive rebounds, Jarnell Stokes, first possession.
8 offensive rebounds in that game. Thrown out of bounds by Rod Odom. First turnover of the game.
Now, he's done a great job of learning how to pass out of double teams. That's what's making him a more efficient offensive player.
And you saw Armani Moore there, the freshman, with the feed inside to Stokes. Keep an eye on number 52, Jordan McCray, averaging 20.8 points a game in conference play. That is second only to Ole Miss's Marshall Henderson. Drive, Moore, no. Stokes, though, another rebound. That's 2 offensive boards already for the big man, Jarnell Stokes.
When the ball's in the air, the fight starts in this game. And Vanderbilt, when that ball's up, better put a body on Stokes.
McCray can't hit the 3. Rebound, Dejon Parker. And they leaves the break. Keep an eye on number 15 there with the basketball. Kevin Bright, 6'5" freshman from Germany. 48% three-point shooter is Bright.
Dari, in this possession already, we've seen Vanderbilt put Jarnell Stokes in 3 ball screens, and here's the 4th situation.
Good look from 3. Rod Odom does not go. Odom a 33% shooter. from outside.
And you see what Vanderbilt's trying to do on offense. Make Jarnell's guard our ball screens, get him out on the floor, and make him defend out there.
Stokes all alone, and a bad foul by Parker. Stokes' impact immediately felt. 4 points, 3 rebounds already.
Now, here's what I'm surprised with a little bit. We're doubling in the post, regardless of whether it's Stokes. Now, Dejon Parker, when that double team comes, that's his responsibility to take Stokes off of the front of the rim. It's like cleaning up the crease in hockey. Get that guy out of there from in front of the net.
You are so multi-sport. Stokes knocks in his first free throw, which is a big deal. He's a 53% shooter from the line, sometimes a little hesitant to go strong because he may be fearing that line a bit. 5 points in the early going for Stokes. There's Kedron Johnson, pickpocketed by Stokes, who's doing a little bit of everything. Kenny Hall. Oh, my goodness, where did that come from? A nightmare beginning for the Commodores. Vandy needs something, anything right now. There's Siakam. And a turnover.
Stokes stays with the play. Now, that's what they want to do. Put him out on the floor and make him guard. He does a wonderful job there, leading the break. And the finish. He should play point guard a little bit.
Stokes, yeah.
I think Coach Martin's playing him out of position.
I'll tell you what, you know, that dribbling up the floor reminds me of a little bit Blake Griffin at Oklahoma. The man had a handle.
I like it.
There's Jordan McRae on the wing. Again, 21 a game in SEC play. It's hard not to just keep your eyes focused on number 5. You know he's going to touch the basketball. Jarnell out there setting a screen. Trey Golden with the basketball now into the game for Tennessee. Golden to the basket, blocked by Odom, but a foul called. That may be Siakam. And it is James Siakam's first. Konzo Martin going with the orange coat.
Not many guys can wear that blazer. Maybe Konzo can, obviously. But I think, Dari, what we're missing tonight, what we're not seeing is Shelby Moats, who started at center position several games for Vanderbilt, nor Josh Henderson being out there. Now, here comes Moats into the game. As we know, Coach Stallings was really disappointed with those guys' rebounding on Saturday. So let's see if these guys can tough it up. And Moats initially doesn't even box out Stokes on the offensive free throw.
And a timeout called by Jarnell Stokes. That will make Kevin Stallings sick, because as he told us today, there's a difference between working hard and competing. And you may work hard without necessarily competing. What's the coach thinking?
Well,
because he's not talking.
He's just staring at it. Because he's talked about it all week, about how you have to put a body on somebody and drive them out in your box out. You have perfect position on a free throw. Stick your tail end in there and drive Jarnell Stokes up the lane. I'll take a foul if you get a foul call for boxing out.
He had been in the game for 0 seconds of clock time, and he was not able to block out Jarnell Stokes, who to this point, we are 3.5 minutes in, has 5 points, 4 rebounds, 1 steal, and 1 assist. Jarnell Stokes, folks. And that was the thing. I mean, Vandy knew they cannot let him kill them, and he has through 3.5 minutes right now.
Shelby Moats against Missouri plays 18 minutes, has 1 rebound, so he has to do a better job of boxing out.
McRae tried to get on the board. Difficult shot. Stokes, another rebound. Stokes is absolutely owning this basketball court. Kevin Bright guarded closely by McRae. Bright would love to get up a 3, shooting 50% from out there in conference play. This is Kyle Fuller into the game for Vandy. Fuller into the lane. Difficult shot. Won't go. Moats gets a rebound. Put back. No good. Battling down there with Stokes. It's off of Moats. It'll be Tennessee basketball as we are into our first timeout on the floor here. 15 and a half to go. It is all Tennessee. More than that, it is all, and I mean all, Jarnell Stokes.
Whether it's mom's smartphone, dad's tablet, Lauren's smartphone, or Kevin's smartphone, AT&T makes it affordable for the whole family to share data on all their devices. With AT&T Mobile Share, you can add a tablet for $10 a month. AT&T. Rethink possible.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, hey, Flo.
You want to see something cool? Snapshot from Progressive.
My insurance company told me not to talk to people like you.
You always do what they tell you?
No.
Try it and see what your good driving can save you. You don't even have to switch. Unless you're scared.
I'm not scared. You know, we can still see you.
No, you can't.
Pretty sure we can.
Try Snapshot today. No pressure.
Hey, wake up.
Who are you?
I'm you. Or the you could be. Just gotta get up, get active.
I'm too tired.
Then take 5-Hour Energy. You'll feel alert and energized for hours. Let's go.
Maybe later.
You used to look like that.
Meet the girlfriend you could have. 5-Hour Energy. Be the you could be.
The Saturday Showcase tips off at 7 on ESPNU.
Jarnell Stokes is doing everything he needs to do on both ends of the floor. And what you love about him, Dari, is throughout the season now, he's starting to get double-teamed in the post. So he's finding other ways to score, and you're seeing that with offensive rebounding. He's just big-boying guys inside tonight. And if you're going to foul him, Keidron Johnson right there, you better foul him hard. Wow. Shelby Moats, put a body on him, drive him up the lane. If I'm Coach Stallings, I'm telling the young man, I'll take a foul for boxing out. I'll take one.
7 points, 5 rebounds in 4.5 minutes. There is no answer in black and gold tonight. Not so far, anyhow. Dari Noka, Dino Gaudio with you. Thompson Bowling Arena on the University of Tennessee campus. All balls through the first 5 minutes. Trey Golden, number 11, the junior guard out of Powder Springs, Georgia, with the ball. Stokes setting a screen. There's Stokes with the basketball. Stokes driving on Siakam, kicks it out inside the arc for a jump shot. Derek Reese on the board, freshman from Orlando. Kevin Bright. Reese guarding him. Now Stokes on him.
When Vanderbilt brings Jarnell Stokes out on the floor like they're doing right there, that guard has to attack him, try to put foul pressure on him. Smaller guy takes Stokes to the basket.
Fuller, difficult, contested shot. Guess who was out there on him? Might have gotten a piece. Stokes.
That's why you have to drive the big on the ball screen.
Wide open look. No. Stokes knocks it out of bounds. ESPNU has college basketball doubleheader tomorrow night. We start the Big 12 as Oklahoma takes on Baylor. Then at 9 Eastern, it is DePaul and St. John's. OU Baylor at 7 Eastern, followed by the Blue Demons and St. John's at 9 Eastern tomorrow on ESPNU. Steve Lavin and the Red Storm. Vanderbilt still looking to get on the board. Foul called inside. Looks like they got Keidron Johnson as Skylar McBee picks it up. First foul on Kedron. 15 points a game, yet nobody scoring today for them.
The ball side of your defense gives your defense toughness. The help side is what makes it successful. And we saw Skylar McBee step in for the charge. That's why this is a very good defensive basketball team.
Trey Golden, guarded by Kyle Fuller. Golden step back jumper short. Kedron Johnson. Skylar McBee guarding him. Kevin Bright cannot get his shot at all. Inside, no good. Won't go for Siakam, but he will go to the line or a chance to get Vanderbilt on the board here almost 7 minutes in. Kenny Hall picks up the foul for Tennessee.
And Dari, we're looking at a Vanderbilt team at the free throw line. Of the 345 teams that they list in the NCAA statistics, this team is 341 in the country, 4 from the bottom, shooting free throws. Vanderbilt.
Siakam, a 48% shooter at the line, didn't get the first. So 6 minutes, 47 seconds into this game, Vanderbilt is on the board.
And the reason they're at the free throw line for one of the few possessions in this game, Vanderbilt's guards got to the paint, created help, and dumped down to the interior. And that's why Siakam was at the free throw line.
Stokes is now out of the game. This probably a welcome sight for those in black and gold. Three-point attempt, Armani Moore. 50% from outside in conference play. Doesn't get that to go.
Unless Coach Stallings is just trying to keep his defensive game plan simplistic, I'm not sure why you would double team the other post guys besides Jarnell Stokes, because it puts you in a lot of rotations and causes open jump shots on the perimeter.
Kedron Johnson well off on the three. Trey Golden guarded by Johnson, tries to make a play, commits a foul. If that's 2 on him, that's just the latest problem on Vanderbilt, and it is.
They really need Tennessee for Trey Golden to step up, like we talked about in the pregame. They need a third scorer. He's the guy that has to help out McCray's perimeter scoring. We know Jarnell Stokes can score the ball inside. This is a young man that scores 25 points in a win over Wichita State. He really needs to up his game a little bit in terms of offensive productivity.
Some concerns when it comes to Golden about his defensive ability, but he can certainly give them, as you're saying, Dino, an offensive punch. He's got 3 points all at the line tonight.
He struggles moving laterally, especially against quicker guards. And let's see the kind of job he does on Kyle Fuller right here.
Dino, what's the level of importance for Vanderbilt to make some sort of a run with Jarnell Stokes on the bench right now?
It's critical. You want to take advantage, and they do right there as Jeter hits a big three. Now,
the freshman from Pennsylvania, Sheldon Jeter.
Now, we just saw them take a three and make it. That's Vanderbilt's MO offensively. But with Stokes on the bench, now you might want to try to get the basketball inside and create a shot at the rim or from the block.
3 ball, the answer by Skylar McBee. That is a big shot, because Tennessee folks were telling us he's shooting 30% from outside this year. He shot 39% last year. He's dealing with an elbow injury, ulnar collateral ligament. It's the Tommy John ligament, if you will. Struggling from the outside. They said when that first shot goes up, the crowd will almost pray it into the basket if they can. It's a big deal for McBee to hit his first. Dejon Parker just inside the arc. Sheldon Jeter, the rebound, got in some trouble, throws it away. 5 turnovers for the Commodores.
Now we're seeing 2-3 zone out of Vanderbilt.
Kenny Hall wants the alley-oop. May have had it had Golden thrown it his direction. There's Hall.
And a wonderful pass from Reese. And the dimension that Reese gives Tennessee, he's a stretch four. He can make threes. You have to go out and guard him. But he's a very able passer, as we saw right there.
Tough shot. Parker got it. His first 2 points. Golden. That is tough. Contested, out of bounds, goes to Vanderbilt. He's a bit of a fan favorite. In fact, his high school jersey number was retired in December, 35 miles from here in Knoxville. Skylar McBee hitting his first. It's big. It's all Vols.
Golden Corral just passed America's Family Budget Act. Right now, kids eat for just $2.99 Monday through Thursday. It's a great value, perfect for your family budget. This is Golden Corral's non-stop, endless family favorites. And right now, that includes our new incredibly delicious, juicy sirloin filet cooked the way you want. And our mouth-watering, non-stop butterfly shrimp. And don't forget our amazing desserts. It's America's Family Budget Act, giving you the right to an amazing meal, only at Golden Corral.
How does your small business stay top of mind with customers? From deals that bring them in with an offer, to social media promotions that turn fans into customers, to events that engage and create buzz, to emails that keep loyal customers coming back. Our easy-to-use tools will keep you in front of your customers. See what's right for you at ConstantContact.com/try.
Welcome back to Thompson Bowling Arena, Knoxville, Tennessee. It is all Volunteers here over the first half of half number one. 19-7 the score. Dari Noka alongside former ACC head coach Dino Gaudio. We look around the SEC here, Coach. Kentucky tonight against undefeated in SEC play, Ole Miss. As you look down the lineup, you see some other games in this league, but Kentucky and Ole Miss. What is your ultimate takeaway, Dino, on Kentucky at this point?
Well, they're on the bubble right now, if you ask me. And in this league, they have to win on the road. And I think you have both Kentucky and North Carolina on the bubble. Kentucky, RPI at 61. No top 50 wins for UK. Strength of schedule only at 67. And the big thing is for Kentucky, they got a lot of opportunities tonight. Dari, Ole Miss, number 16 in the country. They have Florida twice, obviously at home and on the road. And then they have Missouri at home as well. So a lot of good RPI games coming up for Kentucky, where Joe Lunardi had them 10 today in the NCAA field. But a lot of quality games where they can play themselves into the tournament, if you will.
He had Kentucky and Carolina in. Kentucky a 10 seed, Carolina a 9. You look at Vanderbilt, they've danced this dance before. Struggles in the first half, 14 points in the half against Marist early this season, 11 against Arkansas. They're on pace for about 14 in the first half tonight.
And the reason for that is they get no easy shot or baskets in transition, nor on offensive rebounds. So that's why they have such a low point productivity.
And they're shooting just 2 of 9, 22% so far. Dejon Parker knocks in the basket, his second.
And that's what they're looking a little more for out of Dejon Parker. Just don't settle for threes. Create, go off the bounce a little bit. Take advantage of your athleticism and quickness.
You may notice number 5, Jarnell Stokes, back into the game after a little rest. 7 points, 5 rebounds. Stokes banging inside. Can't get that to go. And Sheldon Jeter, the freshman, with a rebound.
Now, here's the problem that Josh Henderson can pose for Stokes. Stokes doesn't have a lot of lift. Henderson, a big guy, he has trouble scoring off of against bigger players.
Josh Richardson, Dino, brings it back up for Tennessee. McBee, jump shot, no good. Tennessee has cooled off a little bit from the floor now. 7 of 16, 44% thus far. You mentioned Josh Henderson, big number 40 in there for Vanderbilt, 6'11", sophomore. There's Kevin Bright's first shot of the game. No good. Henderson, though, making his early presence felt.
When Stokes showed to help on the jump shot, created an alley for Henderson to get to the offensive glass, the young man did a wonderful job.
Henderson, you mentioned, and Moats, those two together, Moats currently on the bench. A bit of a source of frustration, we could tell, from Kevin Stallings' poor effort against Missouri in a blowout loss on Saturday, but a good start there for Henderson. And a steal, Kevin Bright with Dejon Parker. Back to Bright. It's thrown away, and it is off of as the officials are checking with one another. The conversation, Teddy Valentine and Tony Green, they say, you know what, we didn't get a good enough look.
I like the call. I like the call. If you're not sure, go to the arrow, and the arrow is with Vanderbilt. Bad 2-on-1 break. Should have kept the basketball bright until the defender committed to him.
Yeah, we could tell it hit the gray, but we're not sure if it hit anybody on the back end. Vanderbilt trying to claw back in here in the first half.
I love to play football because it just gives you the opportunity to go out there with your friends and excite all the fans day in and day out. Family, it sounds corny, and I know that's what we use when we're recruiting people, is that we're a family, but it really is. I chose a school that I wanted to go to based on how comfortable I felt there. I wanted a school where I feel comfortable and where everyone's loved me still for who I am, and that's what I got when I found Auburn.
Dad, seems like you just can't get out from under it, no matter how hard you try. The payments, the interest, the years, the stress. But now, there is a way out. A way to resolve your debts faster than you ever imagined. There is a proven solution, and it's named Freedom Plus. We have a passionate team that's helped our clients resolve over $1 billion in debt. You could resolve your debts in 2 to 4 years with an affordable monthly program payment. We work for you, not the credit card companies. And unlike other programs, we don't consolidate your debt, we resolve it. Thanks to a recent Freedom Plus innovation, there are no fees until you get results. It starts with a phone call or a visit to our website for a fast, free evaluation to compare options and see your potential savings. Don't consolidate, resolve your debts with freedomplus.com. So call or visit freedomplus.com today at 1-800-210-8918. That's 1-800-210-8918.
Tennessee with the 8-point lead here as we've got 7:46 to go in half number 1 here in Knoxville, Tennessee. Dari Noka, Dino Gaudio with you. Take us inside the play, Coach.
On the handoff, Jarnell Stokes has to decide whether he's going to step back and let Reese through, and it looks like that's what Stokes tried to do. But if Reese is going to go over the top of the screen, he has to fight over that a little tougher, because when Jarnell Stokes shows on the shot, Henderson has a clear avenue to the basket, and the big fella just follows for the easy putback. So I think it's a miscommunication by Tennessee as to how they're going to guard the handoff. And the biggest part of defense is communication. Let's talk about whether I'm stepping back and letting you through or whether you're going to fight over the top. Tennessee didn't do a good job on that possession.
Jarnell Stokes, 7 points, 5 rebounds in the first 4.5 minutes of the game, Dino. Left the game at the 4.5-minute mark, has come back in, hasn't grabbed a point or a rebound in his time back.
Well, the difference in the first 11 minutes of the game was they couldn't keep Stokes off the offensive glass. He had 4 offensive rebounds, a lot of putbacks. That's where Tennessee had the lead a little bit. So they got to do a better job of getting back to the offensive glass, Tennessee.
Kyle Fuller. Now inside to Henderson with Stokes on him. Fall-away jumper. No good. Rebound to the Volunteers.
Henderson cannot fade away on Stokes. Use your size and take the ball to the basket.
He's got about 3 inches on him. Josh Richardson. And back to Golden. Shot clock now at 10 seconds. slow developing offense for Tennessee. Clock now at 3. Richardson, this is going to be a tough one. He doesn't get iron. Jeter has it. Here we go the other way. Kyle Fuller. Henderson again. Let's see what he does this time. Passes out.
Josh Henderson has to play the game low. The lower you are, the stronger you are. And that's what he needs to do against Darnell Stokes, a very powerful low post player. Play the game a little lower.
Dejon Parker. And back to Henderson. Clock at 5 now for Vanderbilt. They better hurry. Parker with Stokes out on him. Henderson, did he get it off? He did. Bucket, Henderson.
I wasn't crazy about the shot, but give Dejon Parker credit for recognizing the switch and the mismatch. And that's who deserved the basketball, Henderson.
Henderson now at his season average with 4 points. A foul there. They get Parker. And for Parker, that is his second personal foul. It's an 8-0 Vanderbilt run after they were down 19-5. Now let's look at this, Dino. Shot clock winding down. I don't know how he got it off if he did, and it does not look as though he did.
It absolutely looked late. And as we know, that's not a reviewable play that the officials could go to the monitor for.
It is not a clock issue necessarily.
Shot clock plays are not reviewable. Now, if it was a timing error, if they had reset it improperly, then they could write.
Is that something you'd like to see changed?
Under 2 minutes, yes.
Okay. McCray. Yep. Stops the 8-0 run. McCray, again, 21 a game in SEC play. That's his first 2 points of the game.
Jordan McCray has the old art, Dari, of a middle game. He has such long arms that he can get mid-range, elevate over guys, and he has such extension with his shot that he can get it off 10 to 15 feet.
The lost art of the
middle game
jump shot. Yeah. There's Kevin Bright. And Rod Odom into the lane. Odom, yes, off glass. His first 2 points. Vanderbilt has made this interesting again here in the first half. It was ugly as Tennessee scored the first 12 points of the game and had as big as a 14-point lead. Hall fouled by Fuller. He will shoot 2, and Fuller commits his first. Men's college basketball continues Saturday with a doubleheader. How about this on ESPNU? A huge one in this league. 16th ranked Ole Miss, unbeaten in conference play, visits 4th ranked Florida, unbeaten in conference play as well. Then at 9 Eastern, it's to the Pac-12, Arizona State, Washington. So a good-looking doubleheader Saturday on ESPNU. As you take a look, the top teams in SEC play, Ole Miss and Florida, sitting there at 6-0. What do you expect in that particular game?
Well, it depends on what happens tonight in the Ole Miss game, where Kentucky,
they host Kentucky,
is.
Right.
They host Kentucky tonight. What kind of mental frame they're going down to Gainesville with.
Kenny Hall, 1 of 2 at the line. Vandy can get closer than they've been really all game after Tennessee took off on the 12-hole run.
And Vanderbilt was able to come back because they're scoring the ball in the lane with penetration, and then the last post feed to Josh Henderson that, should we say, just made it before the shot clock?
We can say it because that's how it looks in this. That's how it looks in the book. He did not get it off.
But Vanderbilt is getting the ball to the paint, and that's why they've been able to score.
They got Josh Richardson on the foul on the scramble there. Again, another nice play by Stokes to knock the pass away, which led to the scramble. Kyle Fuller now out to Bright. That's his best look of the game.
Again, the dribble penetration by Fuller creates the open shot for Bright on the perimeter. Vanderbilt, a wonderful job of getting the ball into the orange, into the lane.
Dino, I don't know how, but it's a 4-point game. It doesn't feel like a 4-point game, does it?
Well, you better not forget about number 5 and get him the basketball if you're in white.
Well, there he is. Double team, quickly double, gets around it, loses it out of bounds. Suddenly, the man looks human, and Vanderbilt's back in a basketball game.
And we see Fuller penetrating, creating the help, which the open shot for Bright, and that's all off of dribble penetration.
He scores a ton. No, the Wooden Award winner has to hit the boards, too.
Guys, you don't have to argue.
Hey, it's Jay Billis.
Yes, I am Jay Billis. This year, Wendy's and ESPN are asking all fans, who is the best player in the game?
Go to woodenawardvote.com for a chance to win the grand prize when you cast your vote for the Wooden Award Player of the Year, presented by Wendy's.
So, would you vote for a scorer or a rebounder?
I'd vote for the player that can pick and roll.
Jay Billis took my fries.
Weather conditions aren't nearly as nice as where we came from. With the wind chill, it's 10 below, but attendance for airplane.
We have record lows out there, so bundle up and thank you for flying with us.
Now with My Buick Remote Start, the new Buick Enclave makes sure you're ready for anything. Just one more way, the new Enclave is smart, made beautiful.
Whether it's mom's smartphone, dad's tablet, Lauren's smartphone, or Kevin's smartphone, AT&T makes it affordable for the whole family to share data on all their devices. With AT&T Mobile Share, you can add a tablet for $10 a month. AT&T. Rethink possible.
Anish Shroff in the studio. Coming up at halftime, Adrian Branch is going to preview Kentucky and Ole Miss, or as it could be called, the Marshall Henderson experience. Plus, we check in on Ohio State and Wisconsin and NC State and Virginia. The Wolfpack with one of its stars under the weather.
Welcome back to Knoxville, Tennessee. The home team leading Vanderbilt 22-18, though it was a 14-point lead not that long ago. It's been a 13-3 Commodore run since then. We remind you, you can watch ESPN college basketball anytime, live, anywhere on your computer, tablet, or smartphone. It is WatchESPN.com, also the Watch ESPN app. Darinoka, Dino Gaudio here with you. Vanderbilt has turned an awful start into a pretty good run so far here to make this first half interesting. Henderson over Jarnell Stokes, and he got it. How about 6 points now for Josh Henderson?
They've been waiting, Vanderbilt, for one of those bigs to step up. Shelby Moats, Josh Henderson. Henderson's bringing it to the floor tonight for them.
And if you watch him on the other end of the court, he's got a big smile on his face. The vast majority of the time he's trying to defend one of the best big men in the country. Jordan McCray for three. No. Rebound, Richardson. Richardson spin. No, he's short. But another opportunity for Tennessee. Stokes to Hall. Hall runs over Kyle Fuller, and it's called a walk. Actually, not Fuller, but Kevin Bright takes it.
Much better job of Kevin Bright taking off the other big guy as he makes that cut down the lane. And Dari, I know Tennessee had 2 offensive rebounds at possession, but none of them by Stokes. As we see Henderson make the slip screen, and Stokes just completely turns his back to the ball.
Up in, tough shot, and it goes in a foul, and Kyle Fuller has a chance to put Vanderbilt somehow ahead. Dino, what has happened with Tennessee since that 15-minute mark? It has gone the other way drastically.
It really has. One of the best defensive teams in the country, giving up too much dribble penetration, and that's why Vanderbilt's been able to come back from an offensive perspective.
Wow, how things have changed here in Knoxville.
And if you're Kevin Stallings, you're just telling Josh Henderson, Josh, I don't care if you get the defensive rebound. Just make sure Stokes doesn't get an offensive rebound.
Box out more than a rebound,
Absolutely.
Right? Box out more than a rebound. They are different. Now Henderson trying to stay in front of Stokes. He is. There's Richardson. Shot clock at 3 for McCray. He's fouled by Odom on the floor. No basket. Watch the battle here between these bigs.
And you like it. I like Josh Henderson trying to front the post. Don't wait till he catches it and then try to play defense. Because when the ball goes into the post, Ari, three things are going to happen. He's going to score, you're going to foul him, or he's going to make the basket. Two of the three are bad for you. So play him before he catches the ball, and that's what Henderson has been doing the latter couple possessions down the floor.
McRae, a 79% free throw shooter. No, but the putback by Stokes on the follow. 9 points for Jarnell Stokes, and that's the second time we've seen him with that offensive tip-in.
And when we catch the replay, he did a wonderful job of spinning off Henderson's back and getting baseline side for the offensive board.
That's Kevin Bright, guarded by Skylar McBee. Bright nearly walked. He didn't, despite the crowd saying otherwise. But there's a turnover for Sheldon Jeter.
Watch Stokes on the free throw line. He'll spin baseline, gets inside position.
Wow.
That's all offensive rebounding is effort.
That was a little ingenuity as well.
Absolutely. Some guys will just lay on defenders' backs, won't get spin to the basket or jab step. That's why Stokes is such a good offensive rebounder.
Well, he had 8 in Saturday's win over Alabama here. He's got 5 offensive rebounds so far in the first half tonight. There he is, quickly doubled by Odom and Henderson. Shot clock at 9 now for Trey Golden. Golden blows by Henderson, but a nice defensive play by Bright. Here goes Fuller the other way. 3, Odom, no. Jeter, no. Golden limping just a little bit. You see him, he's got his hand on that right knee hamstring area. And Tennessee takes the timeout. Trey Golden, less than 100% at the moment. See if we can get a look perhaps at what happened. Well, it's hard to see much on the replay.
But he absolutely, that's where he pulled the hamstring, if in fact that's what he did. And Dari, this will be, he hasn't been playing great, but this is a big loss for Tennessee if he can't come back, because now all of a sudden McRae has to go to the 1, or they're going to put Skylar McBee at the 1, whose confidence has been a little down as late, but hopefully it's not as bad as it appears. But
and we're keeping an eye on Golden, see if they stop at the bench or they head to the locker room. They're going to head to the locker room right now with Trey Golden. So we'll keep our eyes and ears out for what his situation may be. That's Skylar McBee. It's a troubling start for Vandy. He's already hit too. He's not shot well out there.
Absolutely, because coming in, his confidence has been down. Making your first 2 threes in the game is going to do a lot for Skylar
Final
McBee.
seconds. No. Henderson, no. Henderson, no. Rebound Tennessee, and that's how the first half ends. Tennessee opens the half with a 12-0 lead, but Vanderbilt storms back, briefly takes the lead. Right now, a 4-point lead for Tennessee. 9 points, 6 rebounds for Jarnell Stokes as we send it back to Anish Shroff with SportsCenter U.
All right, Dari, thank you very much. Vanderbilt, they took the haymaker early on. Tennessee off to a 12-0 start. Vandy able to get up off the canvas, and despite not hitting its first field goal until the 11:55 mark, Adrian Branch, Vandy's still only down by 4.
Yeah, and that's a pretty good job by Vanderbilt on the road against Tennessee, who, guess what? Tennessee averages 18,000 fans a game. They're 6th in the nation, so they play extremely well at home. Jarnell Stokes is the guy, and it starts with him. You've got to block him out. That's inexcusable. You saw the spin move, getting it off a free throw when the defense is set. You've got to raise your game, but hopefully also Trey Golden, if he is out for a period of time, it looked like it's a hamstring. Hopefully not. That'll be a huge blow to a team that struggles to score at times.
It's a 4-point lead for Tennessee, but Vols fans probably discouraged. It's only 4, given how this game started. All right, let's move on in the SEC. We got a big game tonight at 9 Eastern on ESPN. Kentucky taking on Ole Miss. The Wildcats, they need to get some quality wins March is about, what, a month and change away. Ole Miss 6-0 in the SEC. They're trying for their first ever 7-0 start in conference play. And we get to see Marshall Henderson. If you're a Rebel fan, you love him. If you're a fan of another team, you probably don't like him so much, as we saw in the Auburn game over the weekend.
Well, he's confident. He knows he's confident. He's got game. And he attempts 10 3-point shots a game. 10. We're talking about 10 3-point shots a game. Now, believe it or not, they're not a good shooting team. The strength of this team is that they push tempo. They create 20 points a game off opponents' turnovers, which is second in the conference, and second chance points. They're first in the conference. So if it's a missed shot, Murphy Holloway and Reginald Buckner are going to get it. And then you have the Marshall experience, that Devendorf from Syracuse a few years ago flavor.
Yeah, what are we going to see? Because a lot of folks, this will be the first chance to take in the Marshall Henderson experience. Demeanor, his play, everything all together. What are we going to see?
Well, you got a young man that's extremely confident. He has tremendous elevation on his three-point shot. And right there, you see that right there. I mean, that's out of control, really. I mean, point to the scoreboard, act like you've been there before. But this is a young man that has an irritating quality about him because he scores points. He leads the conference in scoring. And then when's the last time we talked about Ole Miss that's ranked ahead of Kentucky? You got to go back to what, 2001 or something like that?
A long time.
Yes.
Yeah. That's a showcase game, really, for Henderson and Ole Miss on national TV. Even though Kentucky's down, a chance to take down the defending champions. It's a big week for Ole Miss. Saturday, they go to Florida. They do that double and come through 2-0. All of a sudden, we're looking at Ole Miss in a completely different light.
I'm going to freeze them right there. They're going to get no lower than the number two seed in my book.
And out west, Arizona State taking on UW. That's the 9 o'clock game Saturday on ESPNU. Going on right now, Wisconsin taking on Ohio State. A lot at stake here in the Big Ten. Great Oden's Raven, Greg Oden.
Trying to get back into the league next year.
Man, once promising career derailed by injuries. Deshaun Thomas having a promising season. The Big Ten's leading scorer with the bucket and the foul. Wisconsin doing work inside. Ryan Evans.
This has been a slow-paced game, a slug-it-out kind of pace, and it's predictable. There's no guesswork in this one. They're both going to set up and just try to get an open, available shot.
That was Jared Bergeron. You get a deposit slip for that. Wisconsin up 26-24. If you're Bo Ryan, this is the pace you want to play.
I say under 50 in this game. I say one team is going to score under 50 in this game. I do.
Well, a team that likes to score quite a bit, NC State. They're coming off a win against North Carolina. But the Wolfpack have lost their last 8 games coming off a win against UNC. We'll show you how they're faring against Virginia.
The craving for chocolate is all grown up. Ooh. Jared presents beautiful natural Levion chocolate diamonds and chocolate cultured South Sea pearls. Levion is the only company on earth to make jewelry with chocolate diamonds. Levion, the leading family in jewelry, from ancient royalty to today's red carpet. You will only find these styles at Jared. Levion chocolate diamonds, they're anything but vanilla. That's why he went to Jared, the Galleria of Jewelry.
NCAA.com/shop has all the hottest officially licensed 2012 championship merchandise. With over 100,000 items for over 500 college teams, everything you need is in one location. You'll get 365-day hassle-free returns, great customer service, and $4.99 3-day shipping on any size order. Remember, for all your college gear, head to NCAA.com/shop.
Holy great work. Hey, buddy.
Oh, hey, Flo.
You want to see something cool? Snapshot from Progressive.
My insurance company told me not to talk to people like you.
You always do what they tell you?
No.
Try it and see what your good driving can save you. You don't even have to switch. Unless you're scared.
I'm not scared. You know, we can still see you.
No, you can't.
Pretty sure we can.
Try Snapshot today. No pressure.
I'm serious. We compare our direct rates side by side to find you a great deal, even if it's not with us.
Oh, that's helpful.
Well, our company does that too. Actually, we invented that. It's like a sauna. in here.
Helping you save even if it's not with us. Now that's progressive. Call or click today.
No más pantalones.
Tennessee's Jarnell Stokes doing work inside. 9 points, 5 offensive rebounds in the first half. The Vols up by 4. ACC action. NC State coming off that big win against North Carolina, taking on a Virginia team that's won 4 in a row. C.J. Leslie did not start because of flu-like symptoms. Rodney Purvis, the freshman from deep, the Wolfpack with an early 10-4 lead. This is a thin NC State team, and scary moment here. Lorenzo Brown goes down, limps off the court, still has not returned. Late first half now. Watch C.J. Leslie, the offensive rebound. It was Howell with the offensive rebound. Leslie with the finish. He missed the free throw. Wolfpack up by 8.
This is pretty right here. The follow-up dunk coming off the bench. Looks like he's fighting a little cold, but they're workmanlike performance so far with C.J. Leslie and Richard Howell.
Both those guys controlling the glass. 6 rebounds for Leslie, 7 for Howell. We keep it in the ACC. Georgia Tech taking on Clemson. The Tigers looking for their 6th straight win over the Yellow Jackets. Georgia Tech up 7 here. The home run throw. There's the save. This is just how Brian Gregory drew it up. Cam Holsey, the bucket and the foul.
He's been coming off the bench. This is a desperate team for Georgia Tech. They're 1-5 in conference, so they're trying to get this win from their neighbors.
Speaking of neighbors, there's Mr. Roper knocking at your door. Jordan Roper, the steal, the stuff. Clemson within 2, and then K.J. McDaniels.
Knocking it down from the outside. He's expanded his game. He can hit that three-point shot.
Josh Henderson for Vanderbilt. Some nice work on the baseline. Vandy trailed 12-0 early on. They're only down 4 at the break.
We all know we shouldn't use cotton swabs to clean or dry our ears. They even warn us, but we do it anyway. Stop. There's a better way. Introducing WaxVac, the safe and effective way to clean and dry your ears. WaxVac will help your whole family feel better and keep their ears healthier. Here's how it works. Unlike cotton swabs, which push dirt and harmful wax further into your ear and can puncture your eardrum, ouch! WaxVac gently draws dirt particles and moisture out of your ear rather than pushing it in. There's nothing else like it. WaxVac is quiet. Listen. Safe. Its unique safety guard prevents it from going too deep like an ear thermometer. And effective. See how gently it vacs water and dirt, leaving your ears clean and dry. You just empty it out when you're done. Doctors everywhere warn against using cotton swabs to clean your ears.
Don't use a cotton swab in your ear because it can cause significant damage.
No one likes water in their ears. Don't pound your head. Use WaxVac instead.
I know I shouldn't use cotton swabs to clean my ears. WaxVac seems like the perfect solution.
Sometimes cotton swabs hurt. If they like it, I love it.
What a great idea. WaxVac just makes sense.
Stop using other ear cleaners that don't work and stop using cotton swabs that can damage your ears.
Ow!
Call and order the WaxVac now for only $10. Every WaxVac comes with 8 soft, color-coded silicone tips for every member of the family, and this handy cleaning brush free. It even has this powerful examining light. But wait, there's more. Call now and we'll double the offer. You get 2 WaxVacs complete with 16 color-coded tips and 2 cleaning brushes for only $10. Just pay additional processing. WaxVac is the gentle, safe, and effective way to clean and dry your ears. Don't wait. Call now.
To order WaxVac for $10 plus processing and handling, call 1-800-254-9313 or go to waxvac.com. That's 1-800-254-9313 or go to waxvac.com. Order now.
They decided to go to the University of Southern California.
University of Alabama. Florida State University.
Roll Tide roll.
ESPNU, the definitive source for National Signing Day. That's a week from tomorrow. 10 hours of coverage. It includes more than 15 live player announcements. We'll have reporters at 13 college campuses and class ranking updates each hour. The 2013 college football season starts on National Signing Day. Join us at 9 Eastern here on ESPNU. The Manti Te'o fake girlfriend hoax story is quite frankly still baffling to many of us. Notre Dame head coach Brian Kelly had not addressed it until today, and we found out he's as confused as the rest of us.
It just sounded so crazy that the first thing that I wanted to do is make sure that we got the right people on top of this immediately. And let's find out what the heck's going on here, because, you know, you get a phone call in the middle of the night and, you know, the first thing is, you know, this young lady is not, in fact, dead. You don't know what to think. I didn't think going into the game that he was affected by it, but, you know, he didn't play his best. You know, Alabama had something to do with that as well. It's a lot to weigh, you know, on the shoulders of somebody. I think we could make, you know, a leap that maybe it did, but I think Manti would know for sure.
So this is the timeline of events. September 12th, Teo's grandmother dies. Just hours later, he learns of the alleged death of Lene Kekua. That was the fake girlfriend. Then December 6th, Teo says he receives a phone call from the person he believed to be Kekua and continues to get harassing calls from that phone number. He alerts Notre Dame on December 26th, and then Wednesday, Teo issues the statement claiming he's the victim of the hoax. Fast forward to January 18th, Teo first begins to speak about it publicly. Jarnell Stokes, 4 of 6, 9 points in the first half. Tennessee has won 2 of 3. They've got a 4-point lead.
Hello, friends. The Papa John's Super Bowl 47 coin toss experience is here.
Hey, Jim, we're already giving away millions of free pizza.
Exactly, so why stop now?
You're right, Peyton. Vote heads or tails, and if you call it right, you win a free pizza.
Did you put him up to this?
We may text every now and then.
Vote now and order at papajohns.com, where any large pizza is only $11. That's any large, even specialties, just $11.
Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's. What if everyone in America wins?
That's a lot of free pizza.
The SEC Digital Network presents On Demand with Season Pass. Now you can own any game and watch it anywhere, anytime, on any device. Replay any SEC game you missed. Relive the awesome plays, the playmakers, and the moments that are all SEC all the time. Sign up, log on, SEC On Demand, where the season never ends.
We love living out here. Fresh air, great neighbors, and now we have great internet with HughesNet Gen 4. We picked HughesNet because it's America's #1 choice for satellite internet, and now it's better than ever.
I can keep up with all the sports action and dominate my fantasy league.
With download speeds up to 15 times faster, we can all do more with HughesNet Gen 4.
It's awesome for downloading songs and listening to music online.
It makes doing homework so much easier.
I'm finally getting into this whole social networking, and HughesNet Gen 4 definitely makes it easier. I just shared all our vacation pictures. Now we can live where we love and still stay connected, and you can too. Just get HughesNet Gen 4.
Sign up now for HughesNet Gen 4 and get speeds up to 15 megabits per second with improved download capacity. Plus, you'll get free standard installation. So call now. Call 1-800-274-9752 or visit HughesNet60.com and order today.
Welcome back to the SEC on ESPN. Thompson Bowling Arena, Knoxville, Tennessee, the site. Rocky Top has a 4-point lead on Vanderbilt, 27-23. Dari Noka alongside former ACC head coach Dino Gaudio. This was a 12-0 start for Tennessee. They got up 19-5, and then Vandy storms back and actually had the lead at one point. What changed for the Commodores?
They got the ball to the lane, Dari, with dribble penetration and post feeds, and the reason for that is Tennessee's so afraid, if you will, of Vanderbilt's three-point shooting. They're pressing up on them, which enables Vanderbilt's guards to get into the lane, create shot opportunities for themselves, and kickouts for their teammates.
Again, a miserable start to this game for the Commodores, but the fact that they came back and had the lead at one point. Here we are. It's beginning half number 2 in a 4-point game.
And a big reason, and that's why we're seeing him starting for Vanderbilt in the second half. Josh Henderson has done a superb job on Jarnell Stokes.
Big number 40 down there guarding Stokes right now. Stokes gets inside. Shot is changed, and it's Vanderbilt basketball. Good defensive start for the road team. There's Keidron Johnson, 15 points a game. Number 2 has not scored yet in this one as Kevin Bright misses the long 2.
And when Bright takes that shot moving right to left, he got to bring his outside shoulder, which is his left shoulder, around so he's square to the basket.
Josh Richardson's first basket of the game. 6'6" sophomore from Edmond, Oklahoma. Edmond Santa Fe High School. There's Keidron Johnson trying to get on the board. Kenny Hall got a piece of the ball and a piece of Johnson. Second foul on Kenny Hall. Take a look at your first half numbers here, Dino. One thing I found interesting, Vanderbilt in conference play has taken 24 three-pointers a game. They took 7 in the first half.
Because Tennessee is so into the basketball. They want to chase them off of the three-point line. And that lends to what we talked about to start the half, Dart, how they're getting able, how Vanderbilt's guards are able to get into the lane.
Keidron Johnson's first point of the night. It's what you want to see if you're Kevin Stallings. Vanderbilt, the worst free throw shooting team in the SEC. They are 58.5% from the line, but they are 5 of 5 there tonight. There's Josh Richardson. Over to Armani Moore. The freshman bangs into Henderson, knocks him down. Jarnell Stokes the rebound. And 2 more points. 11 now for Stokes.
He has such a low base. His tail, he's a strong guy from the waist down. That's where he creates space for himself, especially with offensive rebounds.
11 points and 7 boards now as Henderson takes a jumper over Stokes. Doesn't get it to go.
He should have taken the first wide open 17-foot jump shot. When he took that one bounce dart to get to 14 feet, Stokes was able to defend him.
Moore, a little crossover on Johnson. In front of Henderson, right over the top. Armani Moore's first points of the night.
They love Armani Moore because he has great size, he has toughness, and he plays with a physicality that Konzo Martin loves.
Nearly thrown away by Johnson. Spanning the halves, it's been an 11-2 Tennessee run since Vanderbilt had its lone lead. There's Henderson again. Guarded by Stokes, turnaround, falling away, and he got it. You told him, don't do that, but he did it, and it worked.
Don't fade away. At least he's trying to get to the middle of the lane with his bounce. If he played the game a little lower, he'd have more strength.
His 8 points lead Vanderbilt. You're familiar with Henderson a little bit when you were at Wake Forest, weren't you?
We recruited a young man, and when you're at a school like Wake Forest or Vanderbilt, you need young guys with strong academics, and that's what this young fella had. And as we can see, he's very skilled. He's 7 foot, an excellent student. You have to recruit kids like Josh Henderson to Vanderbilt and Wake Forest.
There he is again. Henderson to the basket. He's got 10 now.
And here's what you're seeing Vanderbilt do on that ball screen. They know Tennessee's going to show hard, so Josh Henderson slips the screen, which means he releases to the basket before he sets it. Wonderful pass, good finish.
Up and under, more difficult shot, knocked out of bounds off of Jarnell Stokes, comes back Vandy's way.
See, Dari, Vanderbilt's anticipating Stokes showing hard on the screen. So as soon as Josh Henderson sees him on his outside shoulder, he's releasing to the basket, and a lot of schools call that a 7 cut, and he's been wide open on that cut. Because it looks like a 7. He's coming over and 7. Down the lane.
Good look at a 3, passed up by Odom. Odom battling inside, took an extra step. Looked like Armani Moore took one step backward. Odom might have been trying to lean on him a little bit. And he got called as a turnover. Sixth of the night.
When you have a young team like Vanderbilt has, the physicality aspect at times is lacking. When they get stronger and mature a little more physically, they'll be better on balance.
Big number 0 in white is Yemi Makanjula into the game for the first time, and that's a shoulder down from Jordan McRae, and they get him for the offensive foul. Take a look at what Josh Henderson has done. He averages 4 points a game. He's got 10 right now. He's done it inside. He's done it falling away. He's having a game. He leads the Commodores.
The Saturday Showcase tips off at 7 on ESPNU.
My bad. Tell me you have good insurance. Yep, I've got
Allstate.
Really? I was afraid you'd have some cut rate policy. No, I've got
the Allstate Value Plan. It's their most affordable car insurance, and you still get an Allstate agent.
I too have
Allstate.
Same agent and everything. It's like we're connected. No, we're not. Yeah, we are. No, we're not.
Ask an Allstate agent about the Value Plan. Are you in good hands?
Whether it's mom's smartphone, dad's tablet, Lauren's smartphone, or Kevin's smartphone, AT&T makes it affordable for the whole family to share data on all their devices. With AT&T Mobile Share, you can add a tablet for $10 a month. AT&T. Rethink possible.
Hulu Plus has changed the way we watch TV shows. We're able to watch the shows we love on our schedule.
I can watch it where I want, and I can watch what I want.
With Hulu Plus, watch over 1,000 TV shows on any device you want, anytime on your TV and your computer, plus your tablet, plus your smartphone, plus your gaming console. Go to HuluPlus.com to start your 1-week free trial today. You're just 2 clicks away from over 1,000 TV shows. Try it free at HuluPlus.com.
Dario Nocadino Gaudio back with you. Knoxville, Tennessee. The Vols leading Vandy by 4. ESPNU with college basketball doubleheader tomorrow night at 7 Eastern. We start in the Big 12 as Oklahoma, Lon Kruger's team, off to a good start this season. They take on Baylor. Then at 9 Eastern, it's DePaul and St. John's. Sooners, Bears followed. The Blue Demons in the Red Storm. Dino, take us inside the play.
You're seeing Stokes and Tennessee showing hard on ball screens. If we could hold it there, guys. As Stokes starts to step out to play the ball screen, you see Josh Henderson make what we call a 7 cut, coming across and then down the lane. A lot of staffs will call it a slip screen, and a wonderful play. Now, the game within the game. Does Kwanzo Martin keep showing hard on ball screens, or does he hug up on Henderson and take that slip away?
Henderson with 10 points right now, as that's a drive to the basket and a foul called. Keidron Johnson going to go back to the line, and they get Josh Richardson on the foul. That'll be number 2 on Richardson. Vanderbilt again last in the SEC in free throw shooting, 58.5%. They're 5 for 5 tonight.
This young man right here, Keidron Johnson, he's one of the few guys, because they're a young team, that is a high-level SEC player. But you ask yourself, who else on that team is in the upper level or in an elite SEC player? I don't know if I see one. I think Kevin Bright can be that. But right now, Johnson's the lone guy for Vanderbilt that has that skill set.
And again, it reminds us who they lost last year with John Jenkins and Jeffrey Taylor and Festus Ezeli. I mean, well, those are NBA guys right now, all of them.
Absolutely, but the good thing with Kevin Stallings coaching this team, you know he could develop guys and bring them along, like the group you just talked about, Dario.
They're all in the NBA, and again, they lost their top 6 scorers from last year, 88% of their offense. Shot clock at 5, 3 now. McRae, boy, looked like he got hit, no foul called, and that's going to go, as they confirm, John Cal.
Now this
they call it a shot clock violation.
Now, this officiating crew, as good as you'll ever find in the country, all three of these guys, John Cal, Ted Valentine, Tony Green, have done multiple Final Fours and national championship games.
I think Kevin Bright might have gotten away with one there. He was all over McRae's forearm as he went up to take a shot. Now Vanderbilt can tie it or take the lead again, and a foul on top. They get Yemi Makanjula, the big Nigerian, standing 6'9". It's his first.
Now, from an offensive perspective, I like that. When that big guy shows out on a perimeter, take the ball and drive it into him. Create the contact, draw the foul.
Fuller to the basket, too hard off the glass. May have been a bit out of control. Here goes McRae. McRae gonna keep it, got it, and a foul. That's Kedron Johnson's third personal foul. He's Vandy's leading scorer on the season, 15 a game.
And Kedron Johnson cannot keep retreating there. He needs to stop McRae at the elbow or top of the key. That's where the transition defense line of demarcation has to be.
So McRae now with 5 points on the night, and you see Kedron sitting there on the bench. Speaking of a guard in this game, let's look at Tennessee quickly. We saw at the end of the first half, Trey Golden, their junior guard, was grabbing his right hamstring. Word out of the Tennessee locker room is he is doubtful for a return because it was indeed a hamstring injury. So Trey Golden, their junior guard, doubtful for a return. Just something to keep an eye on through the rest of this game. Down low, Siakam, little spin move, but Stokes got him back. Second block of the night for Stokes. Three, no good by Derek Reese. Dejon Parker stripped and fouled by Skylar McBee.
As Stokes matures defensively, showing a little more patience. He's the second guy off of the floor. Siakam should probably take that ball, Dari, to the other side of the basket, use the rim as a protector, and make a reverse layup on that play.
So Dejon Parker to the line, 65% from the line this season. Vanderbilt's first miss from the line tonight. They're 7 of 8. Back comes the big man, Josh Henderson for Vanderbilt. Didn't stay out long. How would you gauge Henderson's effectiveness defensively? We know what he's done offensively tonight, but defensively on Stokes.
I think he's been superb. He's battled him inside. And the big thing with Stokes, what he wants to do, he wants to back you in the lane and get deep into the lane. And there he is, pressuring on the perimeter.
Oh, Stokes with a good look for Reese.
Last year, Stokes was the recipient of that pass. Because Jerome Maimon could penetrate, draw help, and dump down.
And Jerome Maimon, that's a big loss for Tennessee. He had surgery on both knees, and in the offseason had a setback on his left knee. And so they've determined that he's going to redshirt. He'll have a 5th year of eligibility next season, but he is out for this season as Dejon Parker knocks down the jumper. There's McBee, 3. He's 2 for 2 out there. Brandon Lopez, the rebound, the look to Stokes, hitting at it.
And you're seeing Stokes' game as he matures. Uses the left hand, the hand away from the defender, the rim as a protector.
Stokes with 13 to go along with 7 rebounds. Kyle Fuller. Dejon Parker gets a screen from Henderson, who slips it, and he found him. Henderson now with 12 points on the night.
That role has been there, but Vanderbilt hasn't had another guard be able to make that pass. Parker's really come along as of late. As we know, he was suspended to start the season. He's now starting to come in his own offensively as well as defensively. They really need this young guy to play well.
Lopez cross court to McBee for 3. McBee shooting 30% from out there in the season, but he's 3 for 4 tonight. He's a hometown favorite from 35 miles away from Knoxville. Jarnell Stokes, well, he's from Memphis. They love him anyway. So a late charge here from Jarnell Stokes, and then the skip pass to McBee for 3. It's a 7-point edge.
Wouldn't it be cool if we took the already great Sentra apart and completely reimagined it with best-in-class combined MPG and more interior room than Corolla and Civic, and a technology suite with Bluetooth, navigation, and other handy stuff? Yeah, that would be cool. Introducing the all-new Nissan Sentra. It's our most innovative Sentra ever. Nissan, innovation that excites.
Now get a $169 per month lease on a new Nissan Sentra plus $500 bonus cash.
But it's okay. We're ready.
When the things that matter most are on the line, make sure we are too. The Fire and Water Cleanup Team at 1-800-SERVE-PRO. Like it never even happened.
Holy great Lord.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, hey, Flo.
You want to see something cool? Snapshot from Progressive.
My insurance company told me not to talk to people like you.
You always do what they tell you?
No.
Try it and see what your good driving can save you. You don't even have to switch. Unless you're scared.
I'm not scared. You know, we can still see you.
No, you can't.
Pretty sure we can.
Try Snapshot today. No pressure.
Saturday on ESPNU. The SEC's top teams collide as Ole Miss wrangles with Florida. Then, blue chip backcourts light up the scoreboard as the Sun Devils trade buckets with Washington. The Saturday Showcase tips off at 7 on ESPNU.
Big Skylar McBee 3 just before a timeout was called as Tennessee up 7 here at Thompson Bowling Arena. ESPN's journey to the tourney is a season-long spotlight on games that will impact the tournament. Saturday, 2 of the Big Ten's finest square off at Assembly Hall as Trey Burke leads #1 Michigan against Cody Zeller and 3rd-ranked Indiana. Saturday, 9 Eastern on ESPN. How about Michigan #1 for the first time since 1992? Speaking of Big Ten, Ohio State and Wisconsin are playing. We're going to get a studio update on that game in a matter of moments. You look at the Big Ten standings. Again, very, very good at the top of that league.
That has to be the game of the week right there.
Michigan, Indiana. Oh, yeah. Parker lost it off his knee. And just like that, as promised, you're going to get a Big Ten update from Columbus in moments. Tennessee up 7.
Just seeing the struggles of other people that didn't make it. I think that's probably the biggest thing of, thanking God as far as, taking the correct path. Growing up playing it, I remember playing out in my front yard in front of my house, getting my school clothes dirty. And that's what I love most about it. It's still the same game. It hasn't changed a bit. Even when I was 6 years old throwing the ball, it's the same way throwing a big-time receiver here in front of 90,000 people. That's what I love about the game.
I was 17 when I joined the KGB. Never had a boyfriend. They put me with you. We didn't know each other. When we got here, I was 22 years old, living in a strange house, in a strange country with a strange man. And then...
The Americans premieres Wednesday at 10, only on FX.
Oh, hey, buddy! It's your great-granddad here. In case you haven't noticed, I'm kind of busy fighting for your freedom in the Second World War. But now, you're using that freedom to hurl insults at celebrities on Twitter? Listen, hashtag, you're not gonna fight like a man. You at least shave like a man. Stop LOLing everything.
Denise Schropp with his studio update. Wisconsin's Trayvon Jackson. That's Jimmy's kid. Remember, Jimmy played for Ohio State. And Trayvon against the Buckeyes, leading the Badgers with 10 points. Wisconsin leading Ohio State by 2. Oh, by the way, Lorenzo Brown out for the game for NC State against Virginia.
All right, Anish, thank you very much. So a good one there in the Big Ten. And even though we're here in SEC country in Knoxville, there is certainly a Big Ten feel because these two head coaches, Kevin Stallings and Cuonzo Martin, both played at Purdue and coached at Purdue. They're part of that very successful Gene Keady coaching tree.
Well, if you come from the Gene Keady coaching tree, pretty good lineage as we look right here with Link Darner, Alan Major doing a very good job at Charlotte, Cuonzo here, Matt Painter,
Stokes, and a foul.
The thing that ties all those coaches together, Dari, defense, motion, offense.
They've all continued that in their own coaching endeavors. Jarnell Stokes gets the foul on Henderson here.
Check out Stokes with a little bit of the Euro step out of the big guy.
Mentioned Stokes earlier from Memphis, Tennessee, as far away in this state as you can get from here in Knoxville. But they treat him like a hometown young man. 16.7 rebounds for Jarnell Stokes.
Big possession for Vanderbilt. They're down 10. They need to cut into it here. Let's see if they go to Parker off of penetration.
Shot clock at 10. They try to get it to Henderson. Threw it away. Stokes got it. And then Lopez. Now McCray. He loses it. He and Dejon Parker go down. If they go tie ball, which they do, it's going to Vanderbilt.
What McCray needs to understand, and he knows this, he's not a true point guard. Coming down in transition, he has to take better care of the ball. 9 turnovers in a loss to Ole Miss the other day for Jordan McCray. Slow down, play at a little slower pace.
It's been sloppy on the offensive end for Vandy in the last couple of minutes. Kedron Johnson has a tough shot right there. And that's his first field goal. He's got 6 points.
He was starting to play like Stallings wants him to play. He was just settling for jump shots when he initially came back. Use your quickness and athleticism and get to the basket like he did.
Brandon Lopez. Richardson. 4 for Josh Richardson.
And he, like McCray, very good middle game.
Kedron Johnson there posting up on the smaller Brandon Lopez, who gets called for the foul.
And right before the Xavier game, Kevin Stallings completely changed his half-court offense. Put in a little bit of the Princeton flavor where you're having back cuts when when a screener and a cutter come together. And they're running a lot of offense through the high post.
Bright lost it, nearly lost it. Found Fuller. Now we go inside to Henderson. He puts a little move on Stokes. Got him to foul him. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. For Stokes. Sorry, Dino. Second foul on Stokes.
That's one element that Jarnell Stokes has to put in his game. The second move, in other words, when Henderson lifted him on the shot fake, he went up and under to create a little bit of an avenue to the lane.
Henderson, a 44% free throw shooter, gets the first.
And the numbers just don't tell the whole story for this guy. He's done an excellent job on the defensive end of the floor and a very good job of keeping Stokes off the offensive glass.
Henderson now 13 points. That leads Vanderbilt and ties his career high. Jordan McCray into Henderson. Well defended. And here comes Vandy. Kedron Johnson gets a screen. Well short on the jumper. Gets it back now. in the lane. The little floater doesn't go. Knocked out of bounds by Stokes. Every now and again, you depend on the crowd. I was shielded, Dino. I couldn't see what happened. The crowd told me it was Vandy basketball.
That one should have been white basketball.
Brandon Lopez checks out. So does Jarnell Stokes, which would be good news for a Vandy fan. Skylar McBee back into the game now for Tennessee. Kedron Johnson swatted away by McCray. Here goes Richardson. Richardson to the basket. He'll go to the line. Foul on Fuller.
Tennessee has a lot of guys that could take the ball in transition. McCray with those long arms. Yeah. You might be by him, but he'll still block the shot.
He's 6'5", but he doesn't feel 6'5" if you're trying to drive on him.
Long arms, can test shots, can block shots. And the guy at the free throw line, Josh Richardson, same thing.
Tennessee is one of two teams that's beaten Wichita State this season. And Greg Marshall, Wichita State head coach, said after the game, I said going in, that's probably the best defensive team we've played all year. They make it tough. And when you've got a 6'5" guard with arms that length, they can make that kind of an impact. You understand what he's saying.
And Dari, Tennessee's win over Wichita State, an RPI number 17 team, was the best RPI win the SEC has this season.
Kedron Johnson, the basket there. He's got 8.
Now, with Stokes on the bench, that's when Vanderbilt made their run in the first half.
Kenny Hall in there now dealing with Josh Henderson, or vice versa. Richardson was looking for him, didn't have him. There's Armani Moore. Haven't heard from him this half. He gets the rebound, and there he is with a putback.
He brings a lot to the table. 26 rebounds in Tennessee's last 3 games.
And the lead back to 11 for the Vols. They've led by as many as 14, trailed by 1 at one point. Johnson. $15 a game for Kedron Johnson. He's got 10 so far tonight, but he's coming on right now. There's Kenny Hall in the paint, loses it. Knocked away by Richardson. Now we've got a man scrambling. McCray has it. McCray, little lefty. No, again on the follow.
When the ball's in the air and when the ball's on the floor, who wins those little battles is going to win the basketball game.
You know, over the years, these two teams have become more even in football. We just saw a little bit of that. Henderson, all out to Fuller. That's a wide open 3.
Dari, I think both teams' ball screen defense is suspect right now. Tennessee's not doing a great job with their ball screen defense, and we just saw Vanderbilt on the prior possession struggling with it.
And Dino, we talked about it coming out of halftime. Just 9 threes now attempted on the night for Vanderbilt. Over the course of the season, 43% of their shot attempts are from beyond the arc. There's McBee. Quickly the other way now, Fuller. 1-on-2, though. He's got to slow it down, and he does. 6-point game. Johnson out of control, and he got it somehow. He is heating up, Dino.
He and Dejon Parker have been outstanding getting to the paint. Johnson, nice strength, Dari. Let's see if he can finish the conventional 3-point play.
Want to know what I did in the last 5 hours? I played a round of golf. And then I read a book while teaching myself how to play guitar. Ran 10 miles while knitting myself a sweater. Jumped out of a plane. Finally, I became a ping pong master while recording my debut album. How, you ask? With 5-hour energy. I get hours of energy now, no crash later. Wait to see the next 5 hours.
How does your small business get people in the door? Email marketing from Constant Contact reaches people in a place they're checking every day, their inbox. And it gives you the tools to create custom emails that drive business. It's just one of the ways Constant Contact can help you grow your small business. Sign up for your free trial today at ConstantContact.com/try.
Anish Shroff in the studio. We remind you at the top of the hour, James Michael McAdoo in North Carolina take on Boston College. UNC trying to bounce back from Saturday's loss to NC State. Dari?
Anish, thank you very much. It is tightening up here in Knoxville. Vanderbilt down now by 4 and chance to make it 3. Kedron Johnson will be at the line in a moment. Last night, this arena was rocking. A second-ranked Notre Dame came to visit Tennessee, and Pat Summitt was honored. Of course, she of almost 1,100 career victories. A banner went up in Pat Summitt's honor, as it absolutely certainly should have. As you can see, 8 national championships. You can see all the 8 championship banners hanging up here in the rafters. In fact, so many banners honoring this women's basketball program, the Lady Vols. Great moment here last night. Didn't end up the way they wanted it, of course. Notre Dame ended up coming in and beating Tennessee by 10. You take a look at the court there. The Summit, they call it. Honored as she absolutely deserves to be. Kedron Johnson has now scored 13 points all this half, and this is the closest that Vandy has been in the second half tonight.
And Kedron Johnson in the championship game against Kentucky last year with 1:32 to go. He makes the drive, conventional three-point play to put Vanderbilt up 65-64. It was a turning point in the game. Tonight he's picking up right where he was in that SEC title game.
He has had a great second half. There's McCray hard to the basket, defended by Sheldon Jeter. And here comes Vandy now down 3. Three for the tie. Got it. Sheldon Jeter, a 40% shooter from out there. And a crowd of roughly 15,000. It's been quiet all night. Finally starting to make a little noise. McBee well short. Vandy can take the lead. Difficult look from Johnson. Stokes battling for the rebound. McBee has it now.
Still Dari, Vanderbilt, a very good shot right at the rim off dribble penetration.
Dino, have you heard a quieter 16,000 people before?
No, we haven't, but you know what? Deservedly so, because Tennessee takes such pride in their defense, and they're not playing well on the defensive end of the floor tonight. Vanderbilt shooting almost 48% for the game.
McCray, shot clock at 8. McCray. Stokes now. Stokes, defended by Bright, gives it up. Richardson, tough shot, no good. Under 5 to go in a tie game in Knoxville. Students trying to fire him up. Tough to the basket and an offensive foul. Looked like a good call, Dino, on 4.
I like it, a very good, like we talked about, Dari. The weak side of your defense was what makes it effective. And as we see Tennessee starting to shore things up on defense outside the restricted area arc, excellent call.
Number 24, Brandon Lopez, the sophomore guard from right here in Knoxville, comes back into the game.
And that's why Konzo Martin loves Derek Reese and the other freshman Amani Moore, because they play hard. They understand the concept of help side defense, and they sacrifice themselves for their teammates like Reese did there, stepping in for the charge.
And for that foul on Fuller, that's number 3 on him. Nobody in real dire foul trouble. Nobody's got 4 fouls in this basketball game at this point. Tennessee right now, you can see 0 for their last 7, and Vanderbilt's run is currently at 11-0. We're looking to figure out what the holdup is. There's a wet spot on the floor underneath the Tennessee basket.
And Dari, let's don't underestimate for Tennessee not having Trey Golden out there. Because we know, we talked about him being the third scorer, the hamstring injury, as we see he's on the bench. And that's really a big loss for this basketball team.
He's got that hamstring all wrapped up on the right side. Again, he tweaked it, pulled it. We can assume a pull, perhaps dangerous. It is a hamstring injury. Typically, that's what you get. But late in the first half is when it happened.
Because you have Brandon Lopez out there playing the point guard position, and he's averaging 5 minutes, the young man with the basketball, per game. And he's being really challenged on the defensive end of the floor by the Vanderbilt guards.
Lopez, though, a good look inside the basket by Jonell Stokes. What a pass there by the hometown man, Brandon Lopez.
There you are, young fella. Step up.
Sheldon Jeter picks up the foul, his first.
Great pocket pass right between the show and his defender. And I like the bounce pass because a bounce pass is a feeding pass that led Stokes right into the shot.
Pocket pass. I've never heard pocket pass.
Yeah, a little pocket pass.
And he completes the three-point play. Now 19 points. Make it 18 points. 19, yes, for Jonell Stokes. Kedron Johnson driving on Stokes, who knocks it away. Here comes McCray. He's got Lopez to his right, keeps it. And that is a defensive foul. They go a block on Kevin Bright. 12-0 start to the night for Tennessee, but we are in store for a much better ending than it once appeared. Volunteers by 3.
Golden Corral just passed America's Family Budget Act. Right now, kids eat for just $2.99 Monday through Thursday. It's a great value, perfect for your family budget. This is Golden Corral's non-stop, endless family favorites. And right now, that includes our new incredibly delicious, juicy sirloin filet cooked the way you want. And our mouth-watering, non-stop butterfly shrimp. And don't forget our amazing desserts. It's America's Family Budget Act, giving you the right to an amazing meal, only at Golden Corral.
Whether it's mom's smartphone, dad's tablet, Lauren's smartphone, or Kevin's smartphone, AT&T makes it affordable for the whole family to share data on all their devices. With AT&T Mobile Share, you can add a tablet for $10 a month. AT&T. Rethink possible.
I'm serious. We compare our direct rates side by side to find you a great deal, even if it's not with us.
Oh, that's helpful.
Well, our company does that too. Actually, we invented that. It's like a sauna in here.
Helping you save even if it's not with us. Now that's progressive. Call or click today.
No más pantalones.
Next here on ESPNU, North Carolina and Boston College, Reggie Bullock getting loose, second in the ACC in three-point field goal percentage. Dari?
All right, Anish, thank you very much. Of course, here in SEC country, everybody's also awaiting football season, and that starts, well, it's year-round, basically. We remind you that ESPNU is the definitive source for National Signing Day, Wednesday, February 6th. 10 hours of live coverage beginning at 9 Eastern Time. That would be in the morning, of course. Includes over 15 live player announcements. We've got reporters at 13 campuses. Each hour, we'll update class rankings. The former Auburn head coach, Gene Chizik, going to be with us in studio in Charlotte for complete National Signing Day coverage on Wednesday the 6th. Of course, Vanderbilt has a very good signing class coming in. What James Franklin has been able to do in that football program, 9 wins. It's their most wins in a season since 1915. But back to basketball, Dino.
You're needing, Konzo Martin's needing his bench for a little more point productivity. In the game against Alabama, only 5 bench points. In the game against Ole Miss, 13 bench points, but 11 of them came from Trey Golden.
Tennessee has scored the game's last 5 points. Another block, that time by Richardson. Lopez has it. Stokes. Wow. Wow. Comes away with his 7th offensive rebound, however.
And that is a scouting report error by Josh Henderson. He don't need to be that far out on the floor pressuring Stokes out there. Stokes is quicker than he is. Give him a little bit of space.
Dino, this place, I talked about quiet a bit. You could see or sense what was about to happen had that dunk been good. All right. We remind you, college basketball fans, ESPN College Basketball is available live anytime, anywhere on your computer, tablet, or smartphone at watchespn.com and also with the Watch ESPN app. We're under 3.5 to go. Tennessee leading by 5. Dorian Ocadino Gaudio with you. Let's take you inside the huddle. No, not that huddle, but Conzo Martin's real huddle. What are we talking about if we're Tennessee?
If I'm Conzo Martin, what we just saw with Stokes driving from the perimeter, let's get him the ball at the elbow and let him take Josh Henderson off the bounce. A much stronger player, Stokes, a much quicker player, Stokes. If he catches it in the post, Dari, Vanderbilt's going to double team him.
These two schools separated by 181 miles. Straight shot on I-40 between Nashville and Knoxville. It's a 5-point game here, just over 3 minutes to go. Thompson Bowling Arena in Knoxville, Tennessee. Lopez has it as the shot clock finds its way to 10. McRae, tough shot.
Very good defensive possession for Vanderbilt. Kept the ball in front of them, contested the shot, make him miss, don't hope he missed.
Kyle Fuller with it now at the point.
Now, they switched the ball screen. That was the mismatch. Lopez on Henderson, but Henderson can't finish the play.
That rebound a moment ago for Stokes was his 10th. He's got a double-double now. 19 points, 10 rebounds. McRae loses it. Here we go the other way. Sheldon Jeter lays it up and in. Back to a 3-point game and a quick timeout called by Kevin Stallings. All right, 2 minutes even to go. It's a 3-point deficit for Kevin Stallings' team. What is he looking for down the stretch?
It'll be interesting to see if Kevin Stallings come out with a little bit of pressure here, extend his defense up the floor, especially with the youngster Lopez running the point for Tennessee. But their half-court defense has been solid. They kept the ball out of Stokes' hands. Let's just keep, if I'm Kevin, I'm telling my guys, keep the ball in front of you. And most importantly with Tennessee, limit them to one shot.
That basket just now from Jeter snapped a 4-minute drought for Vanderbilt. What do you see in Tennessee defensively?
They're stepping in, taking charges as we just saw. And Dari, they have so many guys that can block shots.
We just saw Richardson.
We just saw Richardson, McRae. But what we saw in the last possession out of Tennessee defensively was they switched the ball screen and they had a big mismatch. They got the ball to Henderson, but he settled for the jump shot.
Here we go. Brandon Lopez. And that's Richardson. McRae looking for Stokes. Has him quickly double-teamed. Nearly throws it away. They say it's actually off of Reese. John Cal, the official in front of us. Much to the chagrin of volunteer fans in this building. He's right. Looked like it caught the sideline off of the left hand of Reese before Johnson touched it.
Now, Dart, let's see if Vanderbilt puts Tennessee in ball screen action and takes advantage of them switching the screen.
Johnson. That's Jeter. Dejon Parker. Pull up. Miller Stokes the rebound.
I like the shot. Nice dribble penetration. Pull up before the help gets there and takes the charge. Good shot for Vanderbilt that possession.
Down goes McBee. And Dejon Parker called for the foul. That is 7 now on Vanderbilt.
And here's why that's a horrific
costly.
foul. Because you're sending a free throw shooter to the line. Skylar McBee, 9 for 10, 90% on the season.
Ooh, wow. Oh, that's tough if you are Dejon Parker. Had just missed that pull-up baseline jump shot. Now McBee goes to the line, as you said, 9 of 10 this season. Not a lot of appearances there, but he's been successful. Tennessee tonight, 12 of 15 at the line. That's 80%.
Put that one in the book, and probably the next one. Sorry, Chad Newman, the trainer, said R.A. Dickey, who won the Cy Young this year, pitched at Tennessee. Same injury, ulnar collateral ligament, was actually torn while he was here at Tennessee.
Little baseball time there from Bino. A 4-run game would be difficult to overcome. A 4-pointer, not so much. Kedron Johnson way off the mark on the three.
Didn't need the three. Down 4, didn't need the three. Drive the ball to the basket.
11th rebound of the night for Stokes. Wow. What's he thinking, Dino?
Deep. He's at least 2-3 feet behind the three-point line. Unless Coach Stallings said, hey, we're going to go for the three here. I'm driving the ball to the basket. Plenty of time.
Well, I was watching Coach Stallings' reaction. I don't think he was saying, let's get. Stokes 3 for 3 at the line tonight. Misses. 2-possession game for the Commodores. Johnson hard to the basket, foul.
That's the advantage you have when you drive the basketball. You could score with the penetration or draw the foul.
Stokes' third personal foul. They're going to send a shooter to the line. Kedron Johnson, who is 5 for 5 there tonight.
Now, Coach Stallings has guys at the table. What I like to do is, on the second free throw, send a guy to the table so the clock stops. You can substitute and set up your press before they get the ball in quickly.
So he is bringing. Now Jeter checks out, Henderson checks out, Rod Odom and James Siakam come into the game.
Putting quicker defenders in so that he could pressure 94 feet.
Pressure, then foul, right?
Absolutely. Let's go through the steal.
Oh, he can't get it, but the rebound, Siakam, putback is in. Wow. A team that struggles on the glass, and a young man who just came into the game after several minutes away makes a huge impact.
And I love the timeout by Coach Stallings, because now his kids understand completely what they're going to do, gives him a chance to set up his pressure. Big sin, Dari, not boxing out on the free throw. And we saw Vanderbilt do that in the first half. So what Stallings going to do coming out of the timeout, down a point, they're going to extend 94. Let's see if we can get a shutout. And he might be telling his guys, we won't foul until they cross the midcourt line.
Remarkably, a one-point game here in Knoxville, Tennessee. Tennessee coming in off of the big home win here Saturday over Alabama. Vandy comes in. They got hammered at Missouri 81-58. 12-0 down to start this game. They battled back, took the lead briefly, and here we sit with under 30 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Tennessee ball. And the foul quickly by Kevin Bright on Jordan McRae, who tonight, Jordan McRae is 3 for 4 at the line. He comes in 79% on the season.
Next to McBee, their best free throw shooter.
Worst case scenario for the Commodores, it's a 3-point game. They are 4 of 11 from downtown tonight, if you're wondering. But he misses. And Vanderbilt can take the last shot. Kevin Stallings wants a timeout. Let's get there. What are you doing if you're Kevin Stallings?
A lot of courage if Kevin goes for just the last one here. But what he might do, Dari, with 20, 19-8 on the game clock, you want to take it with maybe 5 or 6 so you have an opportunity at an offensive rebound and a putback. But if I'm Kevin Stallings, I'm as happy as can be to be in Thompson Bowling Arena, down 1 with the ball, with a chance to win the basketball game.
They have had the lead one time in this game at 23-22 late first half. As you can see, they trailed 19-5 at one point. Keidron Johnson's had the hot hand. All 14 points have come in this half. Let's not forget the bad 3 he took with under a minute to go that was well off the mark. And again, a 6th double-double of the season for Jarnell Stokes. Yes, if you're wondering, they were giving away hats tonight. Bit of a hat out here in Knoxville. So you go in, get the ball in the hands of Johnson, right?
Get the ball in the hands of Keidron Johnson. Probably going to run a ball screen with him. Try to create an avenue to get to the basket. Now, I'm telling my guys, when the shot goes up, we're crashing the offensive glass. Let's have a second shot opportunity. If we miss and Tennessee garners the rebound, we have to foul immediately.
Vanderbilt, I should say, last in the SEC in rebounding, last in free throw shooting. These are things that could come into play, though they are better at the line tonight. Here we go. Keidron Johnson.
Tennessee switches the ball screen.
That's Fuller. Back to Johnson. Under 10 seconds left now. Johnson guarded by Lopez. Steps back. He'll get the last shot. Johnson, it's tough. Up. No good. Put back. No good. Wow, they had opportunities. It feels like Tennessee escaped one, didn't they?
It really does, because give Vanderbilt credit. 2 point-blank shots, a tough layup to pull up, but the second shot opportunity right at the rim. Very good final possession for Vanderbilt. The only bad part of it was it didn't go in. Good strength by Johnson driving right at the cup. I agree. Tennessee, give them credit, but they escaped with one here.
This is the second straight game here in this building over the span of 3 days in which Tennessee gets a 1-point win with their opponent having the last opportunity. It happened against Alabama. Trevor Lacey had the last chance Saturday, and it happened tonight with 2 opportunities, and Kevin Bright, boy, did he have a beautiful chance.
Odom had a tip-in opportunity, and Kevin Bright did as well.
(58-57) Tennessee is your final. What a ball game. We're going to be back here in a matter of moments to chat with a double-double man, Jarnell Stokes. But right now, let's send it to our studio with Anish Shroff.